This is Vam Electric Ghost, and we're talking from our Expansive Sound Experiment Studios. And we're going to talk up the latest track from Dark Ghost Volume. We're talking 2. From our Expansive Sound Experiment Studios. And trying to mute ourselves on our phone just to see if it was coming out correctly. Again, we're going to talk from our Expansive Sound home bedroom studio. And we've been creating our expansive sound tracks that are created without a DAW. We're a DAW-less producer. We use hardware synths like the Moog Grandmother, Juno GI, and Moog DFAM, and Arturia Mini Brute 2S, as well as like synths like the OPZ System 1M. What we like to do is do this kind of jam band and what we call expansive sound, which is a combination of free jazz, progressive electronic music, grunge, and progressive rock. So what we've got here is a song we were working on today, had multiple variations. It kind of comes from, we were playing around with our Arturia Mini Brute 2S and its LFOs and sequencers, and we came up with a really interesting, somewhat, it would sound like a sample, but it's not a sample. It's actually modulation of 2 LFOs off an analog synth. In addition, we're using Morphogene, which is a sample, but it's driving the modulation on the analog synths, which is an interesting way to develop that. But we're pretty much, we love the kind of sound that came from this, especially we came up with a really guttural sound out of our Moog Grandmother, which is really powerful lead instrument. And we'll talk a little bit more about what we did with the Grandmother. We're gonna let you hear what this song sounds like. Again, this is the song Emo Meme Cacophony Gene. And we're going to put it up right now.
What you don't need another working class looking glass me, another disconnected youth on street trying to get in Miss Josephine's blue jeans. What you don't need another working class looking glass man, another up and ass fiend trying to get Miss Josephine's jeans. What we don't need another working class looking glass man, another up and ass fiend trying to get Miss Josephine's jeans. What we don't need is the opposite of being another working class up and ass fiend, another boy trying to get Miss Josephine's jeans. What we don't need another working class up the ass fiend, another disconnected youth on street. You're trying to get me to feed, trying to get into Miss Josephine's jeans. You're not the opposite of me. What we don't need another working class up the glass fiend. What we don't need another up and down looking glass fiend. What we don't need another working class up and ass fiend, another disconnected youth on the street trying to get inside Miss Josephine's jeans. looking glass me. Another up and ass being trying to get inside Miss Josephine's jeans. Oh, you on the street, just like a vampire looking to feed. They're trying to be up in that looking glass fiends, trying to get Miss Josephine's jeans. I know what you need. I'm talking Miss Stephanie. She said you're up in that looking glass fiend, trying to get Miss Josephine's jeans. I know what you mean. You're just a working class looking glass man. You're just another up the ass beam. Trying to get inside Miss Electric's dreams. But that's what you need. And it's not what you do to bleed. If you really want to be a fiend, gotta be working class looking glass me. I know what you need. Up the night working glass twin. I'm dirty on the street. You want to tear up in blue jeans. I know what you need. Another up the night working glass twin. Another of me. Get dirty in blue jeans. I know you don't need another opposite of scene, another dirty working class fiend, another up the mad working class queen, and that more than what you need. You're a psych vampire looking to feed. Yeah, I know what you need. I talk to Miss Stephanie. She said another up and ass working class me. Another looking glass working class me. Another up and ass me. I'm doing dirty on the street. I'm trying to get Miss Josephine's jeans. Cause that's the opposite of me. What you trying to be? A working class master me. What you're trying to be? Just another psych vampire on the street. You try and feed. Try to get inside my blue jeans. Try to see the opposite of me. Another working class looking glass me. Another up in that working class tween. They could try to tear into her jeans. What you're supposed to be? Another working class looking glass me. Another up in that thing. They're trying to tear into Susan's jeans. But now what you're trying to be? Another working class looking glass me. Another up in that looking class thing. They're trying to get rich like blue jeans. What you're trying to be? The opposite of me. And you know Miss Josephine is gonna hang out with Stephanie. And you know what you're trying to be is another up in there feet.
So that was emo meme. Yeah, this emo meme cacophony gene, and there were several versions of this that we did today. The final version you have has these following instruments. It has the drum beat is coming from an Arturia Mini Brute 2S using its looping envelope and the two LFOs. And it has a sequencer, but we're really not using the sequencer. We're using the LFOs, and we used an analog technique of having varied LFO rates to drive the rhythm. And this synth has a lot of capability to do percussive rhythm at the level of the mode DFAM. And sometimes we use it instead of the DFAM. Right now, we actually have the DFAM routed into it. So there's some percussive capability from the DFAM triggering the nature of what the Arturia beat is. And we played the filter. It has a state variable filter compared to a ladder filter. These are all subtractive synths. But the state variable filter, we're actually using the low pass on it. And it has a very interesting characteristic to its noise generator, which is very, very tribal, like drums, like toms. They seem like really heavy toms, or kind of like almost taiko. We're able to get some interesting rhythmic variation by playing with the cutoff and playing with the resonance and playing with the LFOs, with the rates and the waves on the LFOs. And that's how they get the percussive part of that song. The kind of strange synthesizer modulation going on besides the lead sounds of the grandmother are coming from a System 1M from Roland, which is a behavioral modeling synth. And that has the ability to do very interesting modulation. It is kind of based on the System 100M capabilities, got the same kind of workflow. And we have it running through Arturia BeatStep Pro. So 2 Arturia products there, BeatStep Pro triggering the System 1M, which gives you very interesting modulation. It's a 2 oscillator synth with a very powerful oscillators, and has an analog sound. It's an atmospheric type of synth. We use it a lot for atmospheric flourishing. And then the really interesting part is we went back and added a third track with the grandmother that we're using the low pass and high pass filters, the filter, the high pass filter in series with the low pass, using spring reverb. We're doing some interesting modulation on it, and it has a very kind of very dark tone, but it's got this, I would say a Nine Inch Nails influence. And it's interesting that we have a new song coming out pretty soon on PL label out of Sweden, and called Disconnected Youth. And we had a review that we put up on our blogger page on GoDaddy, and Trent Reznor was name checked in a review of that song. They actually pretty hate machine, and that we're trying to do that. We kind of naturally live in that zone with our modes, and very much inspired by progressive rockers, but aesthetic rockers like Trent Reznor. You can probably hear the influence on this track, but it's got some interesting stuff. It's kind of free jazz, fusion oriented, progressive rock. We are big fans of Joy Division, big fans of Kraftwerk and Sun Ra. So I think we kind of name check our influences. Hope that you see the PayPal me link. You see the link going by on the banner. Their Dark Ghost Volume 2 is on our SoundCloud. You go out to our SoundCloud on our profile, you can see the PayPal me link. We appreciate it if you click it and support us with any money you can, because during COVID, musicians aren't getting the kind of money that YouTube gamers are getting. Not to put them down, but if you like what we're doing as musicians, it would be appreciated if you could go out and support any artist. Like another artist we appreciate is a band called Tennis out of Colorado. They're a very awesome band. If you go out to their Spotify, you can see on their profile they have this COVID-19 button. Give them $5, give them $3, give them something. Lots of folks are, giving their favorite YouTuber cash. It would be cool if you can do that for musicians, including myself. So Dark Ghost Volume 2 is an interesting album. This track, we've been building a lot of tracks for it. We like this track a lot. This is definitely going to be on the record. And we're going to be interviewing folks from a new collective that we're working with. And you'll be seeing that more about that. On Sunday, we're doing an interview. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll come out on our Facebook. It'll be on our Fam Electric Ghost Facebook, not the Fam Electric Ghost and Josephine Electric one. And then we'll be pushing it out to a couple other channels. And we're pretty excited that we got this new relationship going. Yeah, we're just trying to figure out where the Coverage World is the name of the collective we're working with out of Seattle. And we hope that you check us out and tune in. That'll be pretty cool. Again, we're going to put up the link to the PayPal Me. We've got it on the description of this episode. So when this comes out, we appreciate, again, if you could do any kind of support. $5 support would be cool. If you do that and we see who you are, we'll send you some cool stuff from our Bandcamp and from our catalog of over 4,000 songs we've written over the time. We've got access to our Landar library, and we can send WAV files to anybody that gives us more than $5. They'll get more tracks. We'll just send you some WAV file tracks that you can do what you want with. And except like sample and reuse. But if you're a music fan, we'll send you some WAV file tracks and you can check them out through Google Drive. So again, I'm Fam Electric Ghost. We were just previewing a song we did tonight. We see if there's another song before we seg out that we did that we really like. One other thing we've been doing is using the new capability from SoundCloud has linked up with Dolby, and they have a really interesting capability to do mastering. And all the songs we've been working on lately have been mastered using the new capability from Dolby and SoundCloud. We beta tested that for them, and now it's available. It's pretty competitive to Landar and some other tools, and it's actually resident on the platform. And as I said, I helped beta test it, and it's a really cool platform. They took my suggestion. When you do a specific file format for the mastering, it saves the file with the name of the mastering profile that you selected, which I thought was a cool idea, which Landar uses as well. So we're going to play the next track, Definitively Black, which is a track from Dark Horse Volume 2. So sit tight here. We're going to play it.
But the truth, and I know it all turns sad. 'Cause I'm the embodiment of that. Like Jagger said, I'm painted black. And I'm hung up on that. But yeah, I thought when I left you there, you always come running back. I know expectations, but the truth, and I know it all turns sad. Because I'm the embodiment of that. And like Jagger said, I'm painted black. I'm the embodiment of that. And like Jagger said, I'm painted black. And I know you want to get up on that. I thought when I left you there, you'd always come running back. I've got no expectations for you, and I know it expectations of you, and I know that it all turns sad. I got no expectations of you, no, that it all turned black. And I know I'm the embodiment of that, and that you're the one to get up on that. You know, when I left you, I thought that you come running back. I got no expectations of you, and I know that it all turned sad. I thought you understand what I was trying to prove, and you get up on that. I've got no expectations of you, and I know that it all turns sad. And you know I'm the embodiment of that. And like Jagger sang, painted black. And I know you're up on that. I know you're up on that. I know you're up on that. I know you're painted black. But I'm the embodiment of sad. On the wrong track. I thought when I left you that you'd always come running back. Yeah, I thought you know what I was trying to prove, and you know I thought about that. But I'm the embodiment of sad, and I'm the embodiment of bad, and I'm the embodiment of black. And I know that you're up on that. I thought when I left you there, you'd always come running back. But I was wrong about that. So I'll paint it sad. And I'll paint it bad. And I'll paint it black. I thought when I left you there, you'd always come running back. You don't understand what I was trying to do, and we can get up on that. I thought when I left you there, you understand that. But I guess you didn't get the groove, and you're not up on that. But I'm the embodiment of sad, and I'm the embodiment of black. And so I guess I'm the embodiment of black. But you know I'm okay with that. Because I'm black. Because I'm black. And you know I'm the embodiment of sad. And you know I gotta live with that. I learned to live with that. And I know I'm on the right track. Cause I can live with that. I thought when I left you there, you come running back. But I got no expectations for the truth, and you know I'm learning to live with that. And you know I'm now on the right track. I'm on the right track, and I learned to live with that. And I knew we were all went bad, but I can't look back. It all went sad because we painted it black. But we know we get beyond that. No, it's a matter of fact.
We're back. This is Fam Electric Ghost, and we've been talking up songs from Dark Ghost Volume 2. That song was Definitively Black. And one of the cool things, like I said before, we beta tested capability on SoundCloud to now do mastering like Landar, is that they're partnered with Dolby Sound, and you get a really good sound to your tunes. And if you're a premium member of SoundCloud, you can get a pretty good deal. We've been mastering tracks for $3.99 for WAV file level tracks that we can push out through our relationship with a repost by SoundCloud to end up getting all of our tracks on all the streaming services: Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Amazon, everything. So we've been very happy with the new capabilities of the SoundCloud platform and the relationship we have with them, where we were able to actually beta test. Now that particular song, we had multiple versions. Then we actually went and remastered, and we really like the sound. It is an example of our kind of free jazz, Sun Ra influence that we've had for a while. The original Dark Ghost had Volume 1, which is also available on SoundCloud as an album playlist. And this Volume 2 is also available as an album playlist. We'd ask people to, again, hit the PayPal me link on our Spotify profile and our SoundCloud profile. Again, we talked about the band Tennis. They have the same thing on their Spotify. If you check out any of the artists that you love on Spotify, I think it may be even Apple Music they're doing it as well. But I know on Spotify and SoundCloud, the profiles for artists have a COVID-19 button that allows you to support your favorite artist through PayPal. And we're asking people to donate $5 at a minimum. And then if they donate more than that, then we'll be able to provide, some deeper Phantom Electric Ghost tracks to individuals that let us know who they are. And we can kind of see the people that give us donations. We see your name. If you, get in touch with us at our Facebook, which is Phantom Electric Ghost, and send us a direct message after you donate, we can, do a direct message between you and find a way to get you some cool files through like a Dropbox, or probably through a Google Drive is what we normally do. So we're hoping that people find that interesting and see what they'd want to do with that. Now we're going to look at some more tracks from Dark Ghost. Some of the tracks we've been putting together from that record are some of the best tracks we think we've written in a long time. Definitively Black is one of our favorites. Now, the other song we like a lot is a song called Already Past Me, which is a very kind of, it's a powerful statement in terms of our, subtractive synthesis capabilities that we've been building since we got our modes. But it is one of our favorite tracks from Dark Ghost. It is it's an interesting song because Josephine Electric's whole story is that she's a ghost. And in this song, she talks about her kind of mortality or immortality, and the fact that she is this being that's skirting the land of the living and the netherworld. And we've talked about this in her character before, but this song really captures it in a succinct way. And we've been always fleshing out her character, but we believe this song really captures the essence of Josephine Electric. And so we're going to play it right now. This is the song I'm Already Past Me.
How could that be? How could I play? Don't you see? I'm already past me. I'm already dead. Don't you see? They say I'm in a situation that red going down all over the nation. They said there are sunrise what I want here. They said darling punk aesthetic always on here. Don't you know my darling dear? and clear, be a purveyor of fear. When the wind isn't really clear, there's gonna be a lot of purveyors of fear. We're in a situation where, darling, don't worry, that I'm already dead. Now we're in a situation where, darling and dear, you know there are always purveyors of fear. Don't you know that, dear? Don't you know that, dear? Are you a purveyor of fear? You're so clear, and it's always near like once said. Oh, you're a purveyor, or you're already dead. And we're in a situation where, no, don't you worry, darling. Josie's already dead. And you're a purveyor of fear. And only made that clear. Putting down those no more than you, my dear. You're just a purveyor of the doom. You're like a flower that blooms at midnight in the tomb. You're with the system without any headroom. All consumed. You're like that flower that blooms at midnight in the tomb. Yeah, it's clear. Conditionally red, my dear. Don't you be red, dude. Don't you be a purveyor of fear. It's clear that we shouldn't really be here. But you let that orange man put us right here, my dear. It's clear that we really shouldn't be here. You let that orange maniac take the reins, and now you're dead, my dear. Now, don't you know about that dear? Don't you know that he's the epitome of fear? You let the orange maniac take the reins, and that's why we're all here. Take the reins, that's why we're on you. That 106 days, it's just like sex, my dear. Just like sex, my dear. If you put it in, then you got something to
The line was, don't you know that 106 bass is just like sex, my dear? If you put it in, you have nothing to fear. So that is another Josephine Electric romp from Dark Ghost Volume 2. We're going to kind of close it out tonight. Again, if you want to support the Ghost, click the COVID-19 support links or buttons on our SoundCloud and Spotify profiles. Go out to your favorite artists. We've been pushing Tennis. We think they're an awesome band. Go out to their Spotify. You'll see that link. You can support that band as well with every amount that you think you can. Bands can't tour right now. Probably not going to be able to tour until 2011. People are saying that because of COVID-19, bands might not be able to really do anything until November 2021. So if you are a supporter of music and you're doing okay financially, please think to go out to your favorite band on SoundCloud, hit their profile, hit their COVID-19 support button, on Spotify as well and help out your favorite band. That's the most direct way to get money to your band. It won't go through a middleman. It'll go right to the band. I think they take a small fee out, but it's if you send them $15, they're going to pretty much get like $14.50 or pretty close to it. Again, we hope that you liked some of these songs from Dark Horse Volume 2. We're going to be doing a lot of cool stuff with Coverage World from Seattle. We'll be interviewing their artist via this platform. Again, Phantom Electric Ghost is on all streaming services. We've been a big member of SoundCloud. Remember, SoundCloud now has mastering with the Dolby technology for the mastering profiles. And it's at a very affordable price. If you are a premium member, you can get it for like $3.99 versus $4.99 a track on WAV file, high quality WAV files. And we're not getting paid by them for anything, but we just beta tested that platform. We think it's a pretty cool option. People ought to check it out. So if you're at home and you can't get to a recording engineer, it's a pretty cool thing to be able to get a master track from your SoundCloud track at $4.99 if you're a premium member. I think if you're not premium, if you're a premium member, I think you get $3.99. If you're not premium, you might be able to get it for like $3.90. Oh, I get it for $3.99. You have to pay $4.99 if you're not premium. I don't know if they offer for people who are outside of a certain tier on the subscriptions, but because they have this price difference, I think they do. Again, check it out, and we'll talk to you now. Later, we got to plug in our Chromebook because it's running out of power. But we'll talk to you later. Thank you very much for being here to listen to the Ghost. And this will be up on our Facebook. It's been running live, and now it's going to be there as a representation of expansive sound.